What's going on, fellas? I've got here in front of me a 2008 Chevy Impala, and I'm using this car to show you how to change your parking light, your turn signal, your high beam, your low beam, and also your side marker bulb. So I'll show you how to get to all these bulbs. If you've changed the bulbs already and you still have an issue with your headlights, please see my other video where I go over the fuses. So back to changing. In the front, we'll start here. There's a tab in the front that we've got to pull up, right? And let's take a close look at what that actually does. You can see it retains a plastic nub here and down there. And when you pull it up a certain amount, it allows this piece to come free, which allows those nubs to pop back out of the retaining piece there. So set this aside. Now in the back here, we've got a screw to remove. It's in this little corner here, and unfortunately, it was already missing. So I can't tell you what size it is, but it goes right here, and I suspect it's probably like an 8 or a 10 millimeter screw. Now with the screw out and this plastic retaining piece out, there's only one other thing holding this in, and that's gonna be a clip that is in the fender, and it holds on to a protrusion that comes off the back of the headlight assembly. So what we do to get this out is go ahead and free up the front. Get it free and out of the way of the front bumper clip. And then this, you're gonna kind of have to snatch this towards you. It's easier with two hands, but I can demonstrate here with one. We just kind of pop it towards me, and it's gonna pop that protrusion out of the clip. So here the assembly is free. Here's the little protrusion, and we can see here it goes into this piece on your fender. So that's the final piece that retains it. Now starting at the front, we've got our turn signal bulb slash parking light bulb. We rotate this counterclockwise a little bit and it comes out. The bulb itself, the part number is, it's a 3157NA, so it's an amber bulb. And be sure to inspect the contacts there. Sometimes they can get corroded. And dielectric grease would not be a bad idea to apply in that spot. When you get the bulb changed, this piece, you just lock it back in place with a turn clockwise. Now your high beam and your low beam bulbs, the high beam is an H9 and it's got a cover here. Your low beam bulb is an H11 and it too has a cover. Don't lose these, be sure to put them back on because they help to seal out moisture. Now to remove this bulb, we just rotate it. It's about like a 60-degree counterclockwise, and it will pull straight out like so. Sometimes the orange gasket piece here will stick on the headlight assembly. Make sure that the orange piece comes out before you install the new bulb. So we've got our bulb free, and the electrical connection, we just push up on this little tab here and it will become free like so. Be sure to inspect the contacts here. I've seen many instances where the bulb itself will be good, but a badly corroded or burnt pigtail, that's what this is called, the pigtail, will cause the bulbs to not work. When you install the new bulb, use dielectric grease here. Insert the H9 bulb onto the connector, and without touching the glass, put it back into the assembly. Touching the glass of the bulb can lead to premature failure because of oils or other contaminants from your hands or fingers getting on there. On this low beam is the same way. Slightly different looking connector, but same logic applies. And be sure to put the little covers back on. They lock in place by turning clockwise. And the final bulb is going to be in the back here. It's the side marker bulb. I couldn't read a part number off of it, but I suspect that it is a 194 or a 168 bulb. You can see this one is burnt. Now when it comes to reinstalling, it's really not that terribly difficult. You pretty much do it in reverse order. So what I like to do is go ahead and get the back kind of situated where it needs to be. And then if you can, get the front in place. And what you'll have to do, you've got to lock that back piece in to the clip before you insert the bolt or the other plastic bit up there. And sometimes you have to do kind of like a open-handed palm strike to push this back. So we can just pop that in like so. And it's easier with two hands. But once you get that piece popped back in, you can reinstall the screw in the back here. And in the front, this piece drops down. And be sure that when you're locking this down, it's retaining the nub here at the top as well as at the bottom. So yeah, I hope that this information was helpful for you. Please do let me know if you have any questions, or more importantly, any advice about changing the bulbs on your Chevy Impala.